Aloha! Hey everybody, Sam Taylor here, Cancer Cure Bus. So today we're going to film episode 25, which is entitled, Let's Compare Cancer BHAGs. In the last couple episodes we talked about BHAGs, the definition of a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal that Jim Collins introduced to us. And those characteristics of a BHAG, that they're clear and compelling, they have a deadline. We talked about the ultimate BHAG, probably the best example, President Kennedy's Moonshot BHAG. And now we're going to shift over to cancer and cancer BHAGs. And I shared the clip from the 2016 State of the Union address when President Obama talked about Cancer Moonshot. That's what he dubbed this program, a new national effort to go after cancer. He put former Vice President Joe Biden in charge. As you know, unfortunately and sadly, Joe Biden's son Beau was a cancer warrior for the same glioblastoma brain cancer that I have, when he lost that battle last year. The clip you saw, we saw President Obama addressing Congress. We saw lots of applause, standing ovations, both sides of the aisle. Everybody agrees we need to do something about cancer. And President Obama said that with a new Cancer Moonshot, America can cure cancer. And he made the comment, let's make America the country that cures cancer once and for all. But I think it's a great goal. I have one issue with it, and my issue is cancer is not just an American problem. It's a global problem. I think that's part of the problem in the past, and why we haven't made so much progress, is what we've kind of heard about is a very US-centric approach. What I'm proposing is a global approach. Because while a lot of great work is happening here in the US in terms of cancer research, absolutely, but there's also a lot of great work going on in other parts of the world, in Europe, in Canada. And what I'm going to propose is a global effort. It's not just a US-centric effort, it's a global effort to cure cancer, because cancer affects everyone in the world. It's not just a US problem. So that's one difference in my approach. And what I want to make sure is, you recall 1971, President Nixon made the same statement about curing cancer. That was 46 years ago. Look where we are. Some progress, not enough. And that's because it's been a government-led approach. Now, if you take a look at what President Obama has put forward in this Cancer Moonshot, and if you go to the website, there's a Cancer Moonshot website, you read the executive summary, it talks about the goals of Cancer Moonshot, the government's approach. And so I've gone through that, and the question is it a true BHAG or not? And if you read on the Cancer Moonshot website, what is the goal of Cancer Moonshot? Here's what it says. It says to dramatically accelerate efforts to prevent, diagnose, and treat cancer. Prevent, diagnose, and treat cancer. You notice there's a word missing there. Where's the word cure? There is no use of the word cure anywhere on that website, which I find startling. I think part of it is a lot of people, they're afraid to use the word cure because I guess deep down in their hearts they don't believe there is a cure for cancer. It always comes back. Well, I disagree. I think there is a cure for cancer. And that's what Cancer Cure Bus is all about, finding a cure. It's not just about diagnosing, preventing, and treating. It's about finding a cure. So in the government's Cancer Moonshot, there is no talk of cure. It talks of treating cancer. Well, guess what? We've been treating cancer for 46 years. Look where we're at. The other thing that's concerning is, again, on the Cancer Moonshot website, it says the goal is to achieve a decade's worth of progress in 5 years. To achieve a decade's worth of progress in 5 years. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? To me, it sounds like a goal that somebody sets where they want to, in 5 years, be able to say, hey, we did it. Yay. It's been 5 years. We achieved what it would have taken us 10 years. Who's to say what you could have done in 10 years? So that's the goal. That's what it says. And why it should be a concern to every American, every taxpayer is, in December 2016, Congress approved the 21st Century Cures Act, which appropriated $1.8 billion to the government's Cancer Moonshot program over the next 7 years, which is fantastic. $1.8 billion over 7 years. That's fantastic. My question is, how is that money being spent? It's not being spent to find a cure. At least they don't say it's finding a cure. It's being spent to achieve over the next 5 years what it would have taken 10 years. Well, guess what? Over the next 5 years, over 40 million people around the world will die from cancer. Over 210 million people will be impacted by cancer because a family member or a friend or a colleague will be diagnosed with cancer. Where's the urgency? Remember JFK and his moonshot. There was urgency. We were fighting for survival for the space race with the Soviet Union. There was urgency. Where's the urgency? Where's the urgency in this Cancer Moonshot? Where's the race for the cure? I don't see it, and that's a concern. I think every taxpayer should be concerned. Should talk to your representatives. How is this money being spent? This $1.8 billion, which is fantastic. A lot can be done with that. A lot of good, as long as it's spent in the right way. And that's why I'm proposing a paradigm shift, and we take a different approach to curing cancer. I'll tell you one thing, that the first $100 million, so it's $1.8 billion, and then in 2017, $300 million has been appropriated to be spent in 2017, this fiscal year. How's that money being spent? I have no idea. Where's that money going? And the concern with the government-led approach, like I said, is a lot of times there's a lot of red tape, bureaucracy. There's a lot of special interest groups. Cancer is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people in it for the money. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. There's special interest groups. There's lobbyists. There's big pharma. There's companies. And that's the question. This money, we need to make sure it's spent in the right places that can lead to a cure. And if we're up to me, the first $100 million out of that $1.8 billion, where I would send that $100 million, the first $100 million, I would send it to the Duke Brain Tumor Center. Because those doctors there, led by the director, Daryl Bigner, and the deputy director, Dr. Henry Friedman, they are doing groundbreaking work. They are brilliant. They're thinking outside the box. They are curing cancer. They're the ones that have the clinical trials with the polio virus that is curing glioblastoma, the same brain cancer that I have, that Senator John McCain has. They are finding cures for these types of cancers. And so it's all a matter of where the money is invested. We want to make sure it's invested in the right places where we really can come up with cures for cancer. And so that's my concern, and that's what I'd like to know is, what's the approach? Because the Cancer Moonshot for the government, that's not a BHAG. It's not clear and compelling. There is no deadline. That's not a BHAG. Here's my BHAG. So here's Sam Taylor's Cancer BHAG. Sam Taylor's Cancer BHAG is, as a Christmas gift to the world, by December 25th, 2018, Christmas Day 2018, we will have cured cancer. That's my BHAG. It's clear and compelling. It has a deadline. Now, just to explain a little more, cancer, curing cancer, what does that mean? Well, first of all, there's over 100 types of cancer. So glioblastoma, brain cancer, That's one type. There's over 100 types of cancer. So I'm not saying we're going to cure every type of cancer by Christmas 2018. We'll try. My BHAG is we're going to cure at least one and hopefully several. My hope is, as we work together as a team, and I'll talk about the approach we're going to take, we identify those that have the most promise. I think actually glioblastoma, GBM, brain cancer, there's so much progress that's been made recently. I think we are within finding a cure for glioblastoma, especially working with the folks at Duke, with Dr. Friedman and Dr. Bigner. There's other cancers we can go after. Lung cancer, breast cancer that affect many, many people. Prostate cancer, some of the tough cancers, stomach cancer, liver cancer. And the list goes on and on. But my BHAG is we will have at least cured one, if not more, and we won't stop there. Once we cure one, we'll have learned so much, we'll keep and apply those learnings to curing the next cancer and the next. And we'll just continue on and on until we're at some point, someday, able to eliminate the scourge of cancer from the face of the earth. And that will be our gift to the world. Imagine the millions and millions of people whose lives we'll be saving, whose lives will be improving. Imagine the heartache, pain, and suffering that we'll be removing from the world by removing this scourge, this dread disease, from the face of the planet, just like we've done with other dread diseases over history. So that's my BHAG, and that's what Cancer Cure Bus is all about. I welcome you to join our effort to get on the bus. Let's cure cancer together. Get on the Cancer Cure Bus. And let's work together. It is within our grasp. So cancer warriors, keep your faith. Stay strong. You will find peace. You will emerge victorious. Especially in this day and age, with the progress that's being made and will continue to be made with the right investments, with the right approach, we will be able to cure cancer of all types. I'm confident in that. Until next time, thanks for watching.